Have you ever met a woman who doesn't care about fitting in, refuses to apologize for being herself, and seems to thrive in her own lane no matter what anyone thinks? What if I told you that this isn't just confidence, it's a way of life? Welcome to the world of Sigma females, where unapologetic authenticity isn't just a trait, it's a revolution. But why are they so fiercely unapologetic? What drives them to live life on their own terms, even when society pushes back? Buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the harsh reality of why Sigma females are the way they are, and why the world needs more of them. 1. Who exactly is a Sigma female? Let's start by breaking down what it means to be a Sigma female. Unlike alpha females, who are often seen as dominant leaders, or beta females, who tend to be more collaborative and nurturing, Sigma females are the lone wolves of the personality spectrum. They're independent, self-reliant, and fiercely individualistic. They don't seek validation from others, and they certainly don't follow societal norms just to fit in. Sigma females are the ones who march to the beat of their own drum, and they're not afraid to do it loudly. But here's the kicker: their unapologetic nature isn't about arrogance or rebellion. It's about authenticity. Sigma females have a deep understanding of who they are, and they refuse to compromise that for anyone or anything. This self-awareness is what makes them so unapologetic. They know their worth, and they're not willing to settle for less. 2. The psychology behind their unapologetic nature. Why are Sigma females so unapologetic? The answer lies in their psychology. These women have a unique mindset that sets them apart from the crowd. They've mastered the art of self-reflection and introspection, which allows them to understand their strengths, weaknesses, and values on a profound level. This self-awareness gives them a sense of inner confidence that doesn't rely on external validation. They don't need others to tell them they're doing a good job or that they're on the right path. They trust their instincts and make decisions based on what feels right to them, not what society expects. Additionally, Sigma females have a strong sense of emotional intelligence. They're in tune with their emotions and aren't afraid to confront them head-on. This emotional resilience allows them to navigate life's challenges with grace and poise, further reinforcing their unapologetic nature. 3. Society's expectations versus Sigma females' reality. Society has a lot of expectations for women: be kind, be nurturing, be accommodating, and above all, be apologetic. But Sigma females don't play by these rules. They reject the idea that women should shrink themselves to make others comfortable. Instead, they embrace their individuality and refuse to apologize for it. This clash between societal expectations and Sigma females' reality often leads to misunderstandings. People may see them as cold, distant, or even selfish. But the truth is, Sigma females aren't any of those things. They're simply prioritizing their own well-being and staying true to themselves, which is something everyone should aspire to. 4. The power of independence. One of the defining traits of a Sigma female is her independence. She doesn't rely on others for her happiness or success. Instead, she takes full responsibility for her life and makes decisions that align with her values and goals. This independence is a key factor in her unapologetic nature. When you're not dependent on others for validation or support, you're free to live life on your own terms. Sigma females understand this, and they embrace it wholeheartedly. They're not afraid to walk away from situations or people that don't serve them, and they certainly don't feel the need to apologize for it. 5. The role of self-worth. At the core of every Sigma female is an unshakable sense of self-worth. She knows her value, and she's not willing to compromise it for anyone. This self-worth is what allows her to set boundaries, say no, and stand up for herself without hesitation. Unlike many people who struggle with self-doubt, Sigma females have a deep understanding of their strengths and capabilities. They don't need external validation to feel good about themselves, and they certainly don't feel the need to apologize for their choices or actions. 6. The myth of the difficult woman. Let's address the elephant in the room. Sigma females are often labeled as difficult or hard to handle. But why is that? The truth is, society has a hard time accepting women who don't conform to traditional norms. When a woman is confident, assertive, and unapologetic, she's often seen as a threat. But here's the thing: Sigma females aren't difficult, they're just different. They refuse to play the role of the nice girl who always puts others first. Instead, they prioritize their own needs and desires, which can be unsettling for those who are used to more accommodating behavior. 7. The importance of boundaries. One of the reasons Sigma females are so unapologetic is their ability to set and enforce boundaries. They understand that boundaries are essential for maintaining their mental and emotional well-being, and they're not afraid to put them in place. Whether it's saying no to a toxic relationship, walking away from a job that doesn't align with their values, or cutting ties with people who drain their energy, Sigma females know how to protect their peace. And they don't feel the need to apologize for it. 8. The harsh reality of being a Sigma female. While being a Sigma female has its perks, it's not always easy. These women often face criticism, judgment, and even isolation for being true to themselves. They're misunderstood by those who don't share their mindset, and they're often labeled as too much or not enough. But despite these challenges, Sigma females continue to thrive. They understand that being unapologetically themselves is worth the occasional backlash. They'd rather be true to who they are than live a life of conformity and regret. 9. Why the world needs Sigma females. In a world that often values conformity over individuality, Sigma females are a breath of fresh air. They remind us that it's okay to be different, to stand out, and to live life on our own terms. They challenge societal norms and inspire others to do the same. Sigma females are trailblazers, innovators, and leaders in their own right. They show us that it's possible to be confident, independent, and unapologetic without sacrificing kindness or compassion. And in a world that's constantly trying to put women in boxes, that's a message we all need to hear. 10. How to embrace your inner Sigma female. If you've ever felt like you don't quite fit in, or if you've struggled with the pressure to conform, you might have a Sigma female inside you waiting to come out. Embracing your inner Sigma starts with self-awareness, self-worth, and a commitment to living authentically. Start by identifying your values and priorities. What matters most to you? What are you willing to fight for? Once you have a clear understanding of your values, set boundaries that align with them. Don't be afraid to say no, walk away, or stand up for yourself when necessary. Finally, remember that being unapologetic doesn't mean being unkind. Sigma females are confident and assertive, but they're also compassionate and empathetic. Strive to find that balance in your own life, and you'll be well on your way to embracing your inner Sigma. 11. The misconceptions about Sigma females. There are plenty of misconceptions about Sigma females, and it's time to set the record straight. Contrary to popular belief, they're not cold, emotionless, or selfish. They're simply selective about where they invest their time and energy. Sigma females are deeply caring and loyal to those who earn their trust. They're not afraid to show vulnerability, but they do so on their own terms. And while they may not seek out social connections as actively as others, they value quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. 12. The future of Sigma females in a changing world. As society continues to evolve, the role of Sigma females is becoming increasingly important. In a world that's more connected than ever, their ability to think independently and live authentically is a valuable asset. Sigma females are paving the way for a new kind of leadership, one that's based on authenticity, resilience, and self-awareness. They're challenging traditional power structures and redefining what it means to be a strong, confident woman. And as more people embrace the Sigma mindset, we can expect to see a shift in how society views success, leadership, and individuality. Conclusion. So, why are Sigma females so unapologetic? The answer is simple. They've mastered the art of living authentically. They understand their worth, set boundaries, and refuse to compromise their values for anyone or anything. Being a Sigma female isn't always easy, but it's incredibly rewarding. These women remind us that it's okay to be different, to stand out, and to live life on our own terms. They challenge societal norms and inspire others to do the same. In a world that often values conformity over individuality, Sigma females are a powerful force for change. They show us that it's possible to be confident, independent, and unapologetic without sacrificing kindness or compassion. And in a world that's constantly trying to put women in boxes, that's a message we all need to hear. So, the next time you meet a Sigma female, don't be quick to judge her. Instead, take a moment to appreciate her strength, her resilience, and her unapologetic authenticity. Because the world needs more women like her, women who aren't afraid to be themselves no matter what.